This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Now, for those of you who have watched me for any length of time, you'll know that I don't really make videos. I don't complain about pay-per-view prices and all that kind of thing. Because for me, if you agree with the price, you'll pay for it. If you don't, you either won't watch it or you find other means. So there's no point in me doing video after video after video moaning and complaining about pay-per-view prices. For me, 25 quid to watch Joshua, 20 quid to watch any other ones, and maybe a 30 quid for Fury Joshua. I'm really not too bothered. But for some people, it's money that they don't have. On top of their Sky Sports subscription, their BT Sports subscription, and all their kind of packages that they've got to have just to be enabled to press the red button to watch a pay-per-view. Now, Eddie Hearn, he was talking about the pricing. He's saying, but with Joshua versus Pulev, the price hasn't gone up for a Joshua fight. The price is the same as his last fight. And that was one of his arguments, that the price hasn't gone up. It just hasn't gone down either. It's just flatlined. And with the fact that they've lost 70, 80,000 people inside the stadium to watch that fight, they do need to try and recuperate some kind of money. The price of the pay-per-view, 25 quid, not too much to ask, as they've lost out on a lot of the gate revenue. Now, I am hearing that potentially they could have up to about 2,000 people in there. Okay, so that's 2,000 tickets. Although kind of maybe it shouldn't be, because Eddie Hearn, he did promise the NHS that they will be allocated a certain amount of tickets per fight. So maybe give all 2,000 of those to the NHS, or at least some of them, right? Listen, I don't know. Now, as I said, I don't really care about the pay-per-view prices. It is what it is. For me, I would watch Fury versus Joshua for 50 quid. Hopefully they don't put it as 50 quid, because I'd rather not pay 50 quid, but I would. And I think most people would as well, because it's the fight that most people want to see, correct? But 25 quid, is that a lot of money? In normal circumstances, you'd probably have to say no. But this isn't normal circumstances. Okay, they can say, but they've got no crowd, so they do need to recuperate some kind of money. Hey, that's fair enough. It's a good point. But the point that I think Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports have missed is that we're not in regular times. In the sense of many people, outside of losing their lives, many people all over the country have lost their lives due to this pandemic that's been going on. But many people, outside of losing loved ones and that as well, lost their jobs, reduced hours. Finances are not the same. And I think that's the point that he's missed. Now, I know the pricing is got nothing to do with Eddie Hearn. Okay, he just goes along with whatever Sky Sports put out. If Sky Sports put out that Anthony Joshua pay-per-view price going forward is £100, he'll back them up, he'll defend them. Okay, so it's not actually Eddie Hearn's price point, it's Sky Sports' price point. He pointed to the fact that Tyson Fury, had he fought Carlos Takam or Aja Cabiel on December the 5th, that was going to be 25 quid as well. But again, they would have also missed a point. Yes, there's no crowd. There's a reason why there's no crowd. Because it's not safe to have a crowd. That's why. Because many people have lost their jobs. Many people have lost their lives. Many people have reduced hours, and I think that's the point that he's missed. And I could see that he was starting to get a little bit narky about the pay-per-view price, which he didn't really need to get narky about it. He didn't really need to defend it. He can just say, well, it's 25 quid, watch it or don't watch it. That's pretty much the only answer you can really give to people. For me, I don't like talking about pay-per-view prices, but I do think he's missed the point. These are not regular times. These are not the times pre-February of this year. Finances are not the same. Are we heading into a recession here in the United Kingdom? Is it going to be a global recession? We don't know yet. We really don't know. But a lot of people are feeling the pinch. Yes, they're losing X amount of people in their stadium, 65,000, 75,000, 80,000, whatever it may be. Sure, they've lost umpteen millions on the gate. We get that. Of course we do. But it's not the point. The point is that things should be going down. The prices should be going down in order to help the boxing fans, in order to encourage boxing fans to watch the pay-per-view. For me, I think a fair point for a pay-per-view is either scrap pay-per-view for now, but of course, fighters, they still want to get paid well, and that's fair enough. Maybe drop the price down to a tenner or 15 quid or whatever it may be. That would be the decent thing to do. But with so many people's finances being somewhat restricted now, and a lot of people are affected by this, by the way. Now, quite what kind of price point or viewing figures they're going to do for Joshua versus Pulev at £25. I don't know. I will be one of those numbers, that's for sure. Because yes, he is a superstar. Yes, I am a huge fan of Anthony Joshua, much like I am with Tyson Fury, much like I am with Dillian White now as well. Doesn't matter who they fight, I will click that red button and pay my pay-per-view price. But not everybody feels that way. Nobody can afford it. And that's the point that I think he missed. And I'm a little disappointed in Coogan that he didn't mention that, or maybe Coogan just didn't think about it himself. It is what it is. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it all. You drop me yours. Click a thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.